Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is damage.I, and this is Fallout 4.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Yes, you. Stop hogging the mirror.
My turn, big guy.
Hello. So, this is going to be a playthrough of Fallout 4. This is a permadeath run. If I die, I die, but this is heavily modded as well. Some of the mods are simply quality of life things like having more resources, while some of the mods are making the enemies more difficult, such as now, if everything's still working as intended, basically all Institute weapons now have increased damage up to and beyond plasma weaponry. Plasma weaponry has also been increased, so that will obviously make this run harder because it is perma-die. If I die, I die. I do have a different mod called Zombie Infestation, which changes all ghouls to zombies. Means they are slower, but they have more health. They also hit harder, and you can only kill them by shooting them in the head. Even throwing grenades and things, it doesn't always kill them, because, you know, you have to shoot them in the head. But I'll set that up when the time comes for it. Now, obviously I'll have a full mod list below, so you'll be able to see what mods I've got installed. If you don't like anything, just put a comment below and I'll see if I can uninstall it. Won't be using everything. Some mods are a bit cheaty, but some mods are also used for other mods. Like, for instance, Robot Home Defense is used to allow for another mod that lets essentially robot parts be recovered from robots. Because it's a post-apocalypse, why would you leave perfectly good robot parts lying around? Etc, etc. So, let's get on with doing this before I revel on for much more. I was going to deal with this as a... well...
That's the face I fell in love with.
I was going to do this as a sort of half let's play, half sort of role play, but that didn't work out. I was also, essentially going to do a bit of everything, but, you know, didn't really work out, so wasn't going to do it. Sounded a bit peculiar doing,
Let me just slide in here.
Nope, that's the wrong button. Sounded a bit peculiar jumping from roleplay to jumping to me telling you things.
Okay, come on.
Despite having done this, you may see a little bit of clipping and glitching with some black bits on the recording. I've tried at least 3 days to try and fix that. Done my best. I am using OBS. Maybe if I had a paid recording software there'd be something to clear it, but unfortunately I don't. So...
Wait. Did you go to the hairdresser yesterday?
Because I don't have it, I have to make do with what I can do. Like that bit there, that didn't show up on my screen, but I saw it on the recording preview.
Ah, good morning, Mum. Your coffee.
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies.
Brewed to perfection.
Thanks, Codsworth.
Of course, Mum.
He thinks it's coffee. It's not. It's a cup of tea. I reprogrammed him. So now I can have guests around thinking that I'm drinking coffee when in fact I'm drinking tea. Because, you know, some people can be funny about that kind of thing. Not me. No, honestly, not. It's not that I dislike coffee. I absolutely dislike coffee. So, anyway,
Oh, sounds like someone made a sticky. I shall attend to young Sean.
I know
there's
we were nervous at first.
not really a lot to do at the moment.
I'm glad we got Codsworth.
This weekend, unseasonably warm temperatures continue with a high of
Black tea.
Sugar bombs. 100% daily value of sugar. Looks like the milk got delivered. How can someone so small drink so much? Nuka-Cola. Ice cold. Saddle up Salisbury steak. Rated A+. A lot of late nights.
Salesman again.
Here we go.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Hello, Voltec.
Good morning.
Is it?
Right.
You can't begin.
I'm presuming that many of the
Then
people
I'm
watching
glad
this
I
may have
opened the
seen
door.
it before.
Oh,
So
me
I'm going to
too.
skip through little bits here and there
Now I know. I'm here today.
Sounds great.
just to get to the actual
Oh,
survival bit
I
of the
just-
survival.
Splendid.
Now, I am Evil Agent X. No. Evil Agent... Mwah. Right, I am not going to be a lock build. I've seen so many people do lock builds. I'm not. Oops. It's too much. No, don't like. Thank you. Actually, bring down perception. Yep, this will do. I did sort of plan some of this out, but I keep changing my mind, so... Ooh, agility. Why did I neglect agility for... Because agility is stealth. Right. Yeah,
Wonderful.
I might do with
That's
that.
everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Except for when it is.
Good answer.
I have my moments. Let Codsworth take care of it. Another fine product of General Atomics International.
He refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that maternal affection you seem to be so good at.
Go ahead, honey. I'll be there in a second to help, okay?
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
Hint. Hello.
My boy isn't giving his mother any trouble, is he? Hey, I fixed that mobile on his crib the other day. Why don't you give it a spin?
I do keep telling you it is a mobile, not a mobile. I don't know why, the word annoys me. It's like aluminium.
That's my boy.
Aluminum and
Best behavior,
aluminium.
Just like his dad. Well,
Maybe
most
it's
of
my
the time.
little touch of OCD kicking
Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking...
Oh, right. The park. With you. Because I want to get pregnant again.
Sir? Mum? You should come and see this!
Codsworth? What's wrong?
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes. Sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation. We
Wait,
seem to
what?
have lost contact with
What
our
did he
affiliate
say?
stations.
Oh, no.
We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania.
Oh dear.
God.
You would think the game was called Fallout for a reason. Dun-dun.
We need to get to the...
Just a quick reminder, because I have literally just remembered this second. I know this is a permadeath run, but there are going to be exceptions. For instance, anything bug related. There are some physics bugs here and there, like if you brush against a car, the car can kill you. Or if I fall through the world, things like that. Things are... If I'm killed doing something stupid, like I fall off a building, that's fine. If I drown, that's fine. If I die of radiation, that's fine. If I get nuked, fine. If I get shot, fine. If I get stabbed, fine. If I brush against the car and die, that's Bethesda bugs. And I'm going to reset. Because obviously a bug is a bug. Bug is a bug is a bug. So if I get killed by physics and not by actual damage or actual in-game, if something that's meant to kill me kills me, I'll accept it. If I get physicsed, or I get caught in a bug, or I get stuck on a piece of furniture or something, can't move and then get shot, I'm gonna might class something like that as a bug. You know, if Bethesda does Bethesda, then I will, you know, count it as I didn't die, because, you know, that's something that other people have done, so I'm gonna go with them. I mean, many a true nerd who does all of his, you know, all of his sort of no kills or kill everything, etc., and proper YOLO runs, he does the same thing with Fallout 4. So, you know, if the really popular people are doing it and the smaller people are doing it, I'm going to count it as, you know, bug.
The vault. Now!
Scary vault! I've never gone through this way.
If you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111.
I've never actually gone through this way, so I am. Whoa! Blessed run! I went away I've never been before. Blessed run.
Check in at the gate. If you're in the program, you'll get in.
Oof. The game's been a bit choppy and I don't know why. I've recorded it before. It wasn't choppy, so why is it being choppy now? Bring those down a bit. Object fade, bring that down a bit. Grass. I don't need grass. See if that's any better. Because it may not be choppy on the recording, but it's choppy on the screen, so...
Okay. I'm reporting this!
If you're in the program, step forward.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
You two, follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside?
They're gonna die, what do you think?
In the center.
Get moving.
This is also what I've done with Vault Tech containers. You can call this a bit cheaty, or you can say, you know, this is just time saving. Doesn't particularly make the game any easier. It's just, you know, time saving. If you don't like it, I'll disable it. Just leave a comment.
He's fine.
You know,
We're
not
gonna be
a big deal.
okay. I love you.
You may love me, but, well, we are now irradiated.
Hold on!
Yeah, it can move faster if you want to break your legs. There's a reason why lifts go at a certain rate. If you go too fast, you're going to hurt yourself. Or if you go too fast, you're going to die and break something. Or die. You know, they're not fun stuff.
We did it. We made it.
Well, we're all irradiated, by the way.
Okay.
Everyone please, step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future.
It's a bit wet, don't you think?
Underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the
Bit wet. Bit cold.
No, don't get funny.
Excuse me.
Hello there. Once we seal the
How did you two actually get in front of me?
We've been waiting
Welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, pick up a suit.
What now?
over there.
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
This way, please.
See? This is our new home.
Yes, I know. I shouldn't really be doing this in the
Oh,
intro,
you're gonna
but...
love it. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others
Well,
aren't
considering
great,
these
but
facilities are supposed to be new, I should
going
hope that they're all
over
equally
all
advanced.
that in orientation.
Or roughly advanced,
Just
anyway.
checking everyone off the list as they come
Designed to be
in.
fashionable as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future.
I don't know about you, but I thought, as soon as I saw these. There appears to be a pod missing. Come on, Nate.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
No, I'm going to comfort the
Who's
baby.
my little guy, huh?
I'm going to do that. And here comes one of the first issues with
Pod
the...
will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident
I don't know about... Well, I do know about anybody else. I know quite a few people thought the same thing as me.
normal. Procedure complete.
Cool.
In
Gold.
5,
Gold.
4,
Gold.
3,
Gold.
2,
Gold.
1.
It's cold. Which is fine. I like the cold.
Manual override initiated.
First bit of Bethesda game thing that I don't particularly enjoy. Coming right up. Now I've got him, I've got him, I've got him. Bang.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
No. No. Well, that's certainly not good. Yeah, this black thing is what I tried to fix several days. Believe it or not, it was a lot worse. This touch of black is that's the best I got it after 2 days. There we go, back to normal now. You would, in this state, surely you would just give the boy to the person in the hazmat suit. I'm not giving you, there's a gun there, what do you think is going to happen? He just tries to pull the baby rather than... Surely if you're going to do something like that, you would, you know, let go of the baby and immediately dive at the person with the gun. Granted, he's confused, just been cryo-freeze. Cryogenically frozen, that's what I was after. But surely you'd release the baby, attack the person with the gun. Not just, oh, I'm going to do tug of war with the baby. I'm going to do tug of war with the baby and I wonder what's going to happen. I'm probably being unfair. I am, I'm probably being unfair. But still. I don't have a child, I don't know what it's like. But still, I mean, come on.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God.
Husband's clearly dead. Wedding
I'll
ring.
find who did this. And I'll get Sean back.
And we'll get Sean back. We don't know how long you've been frozen. And that is the first thing that I thought
I'm not
of.
a doctor. Actually, I'll be back later.
The very first thing I thought of was, I don't know how long I've been frozen. Could have been a century, could have been 2 centuries, and yet they keep... Yet throughout this entire game, you're supposed to be in suspense, believing that that only a short amount of time has passed, even though you were refrozen. Right, granted, at this stage, she's probably panicked. The MC is probably panicked, you know, their child has just been taken there. Worried, they're stressed, but weeks, months down the line? Hours even? Surely you've got to think, well, hang on, I don't know how long I've been frozen. If you don't know how long you've been frozen...
Giant roaches? What the hell?
You see, I like that response because it is, you know, giant roaches, what the hell? It's a normal response. You don't expect giant roaches, and when you see giant roaches, you're not happy about it. Also, if ever you're short of purified water for whatever reason, a lot of the vaults do have purified water in them, so if you happen to have some spare bottles and you're in a vault, free purified water. Now, I don't think there's anything of interest in there. I might actually add a rule to say I can't touch these Vault-Tec containers unless I'm in a vault or a Vault-Tec facility. I might actually add that as a bit of a rule. It's a Vault-Tec container, so I might keep it to Vault-Tec. Or if I'm in some sort of military installation and there's containers there, we know that the Vault-Tec work with the government, so I will... Yeah, I'll put that as a rule. Yeah, so that's second rule of the run. Yeah, this second main rule of the run. You only touch these containers in a vault. Or government facility. Also, free healing. You're at such low HP at this period in time that it's absolutely worth just, you know, doing this. And this is a permadeath run, so I would hate to do something stupid and drop down. Ooh, this is something that I thought of, and I have had a touch of practice, primarily trying to fix the issues I was having with the well, with those black bits appearing. That I was trying to fix that, so that was the main issue I was having anyway. But yeah, you can see it you can, I suppose you can call this a bit too much this early in the game, so I am going to actually, I'm definitely going to limit myself to what I can grab. Because it's going to be, I know it's quality of life, but it's going to be a bit too easy if I don't limit myself. It's going to be a bit much. So yeah, I can take what's in the vault. If it's in the vault, it's fair game. If it's in a government facility, it's fair game. Anything else, I think I'm going to leave. There are other types of container, which I will... The Vault-Tec ones are the ones with the most in them. I'm going to still use the other ones, primarily because there's not a lot in them. There's not a lot in the other containers, so it is balanced. It's like there's a little bit of aluminium, there's a little bit of cork, steel, things like that. It's the Vault-Tec containers that are maybe a bit broken. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you enjoy this little cutscene type thing here. And I'm going to quickly refill my cup of tea because I thought I had more tea than I did.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated.
Be right back, scary, scary. This is one thing Fallout 4 did get right. The vaults. The vault doors actually feel weighty. They feel like proper vault doors. In the other, in the other Fallout games, they didn't particularly feel like anything grand. You just walked up to them and sort of slid open. Here it looks like they're big, they're chunky. You know what? I'll go.
Enjoy your return.
I should have really checked my specials just to double check, but you know, I've done him. I'll keep him. Hello! You are another mod that I did. Because, you know, mutant helmet is going to be quite valuable. Because it removes radiation without consequence. I have added a few chems and other bits and pieces to the game, but they're locked behind perks, so balanced because, well, I can't get to them. I can't really use them, so I have to make the investment to use some of the bits and pieces I've installed. That's a desk fan. That increases my intelligence by 2. But, you know... Drop the desk fan. Right, zombie walkers. Their damage are increased from that of ghouls, damage multiplier at least 2. Headshots only is enabled, horde behaviour, so you can actually have, you know, zombie hordes show up. I don't know what is going on with me today, but I seem to be disappearing for some reason. Slow walk. I have them at walk because they've got an owl damage multiplier. Very hard, times 3. I'll leave it at that. No loot, disable no loot because, you know, I like having regular loot. I'm back again. Well, this is a bug that I don't normally have happen. Now, normally, I am on the screen. It's not normal for me to disappear off the screen. In fact, I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I've closed myself by mistake, but vanishing when I've not pushed any buttons. That's a new one. But I have literally just played around with a lot of the settings for Fallout 4, so, you know. I was thinking about doing the scrap ore mechanic to, you know, get all of this, but then I remembered, hey, you know, if you scrap everything, it's, you know, scraps the benches too. And I can't get the benches yet. Let's see. I haven't got ninja. I've not got science, and I've not got chemist. I also don't have blacksmith. Blacksmith is going to be quite useful. I do have local leader. Didn't mean to get local leader. Ah well. Yeah. Hello there. And I think I'm gonna try and avoid the scrap ore command. I know it saves time. But,
I need to assign someone to this.
Yeah, it seems a bit...
I need to assign someone to this.
Out of spirit for things.
I need to assign someone to this.
Yes, I am aware I need to assign someone to that. Thank you, me. Thank you, my other voice. You know, sometimes when you have a voice that tells you things that you don't really want to know, but it's like, I remember this thing. Yes, I know I remember this thing. I don't need to be reminding myself that I remember this thing. Yeah, so this is also another mod that I've done. It allows me to, you know, grow various brain fungus and other bits like that. 'Cause, you know, why wouldn't you? It's all edible. And people eat all sorts, and you can make so many bits and pieces from it. Of course, you actually have to go out there and find it. Etc, etc, etc. Right. Don't know where the other one is. Codsworth is some easy XP, but I'm not going to go for Codsworth just yet. Level 2. Thank you. Couldn't tell whether that was antibiotics or bobby pins, I just picked it up. Battery clipboard. That was bobby pins. Less to run, because you don't always get bobby pins. Be a pain.
Sweet.
Jet as well. Yeah, I'll take jet, plastic plate, red dress. I'll take a red dress, and an 8-ball. Nuka-Cola. I do have a fridge, so I can refrigerate the Nuka-Cola. And no, that's not cheaty because you know, you've got plenty of other things that work in the post-apocalypse, so why don't you have a fridge? Yeah, things like this wooden crate. The same mod that allows you to loot Vault Tech containers also allows you to loot the wooden crate, and I've also, in line with that, things like cars. It's not too much. I mean, 15 screws in a car, 8 springs. There are springs in the car because some cars have springs in the wind mirrors. A couple of bits of rubber. You know, it's not. I'd say it was not unrealistic, considering how small the bits of and pieces are. Ooh, handcuffs on the roof.
I need to assign someone to this.
Okay, in here. Gold bars. Gold bars can be sold for money. Sugar bombs are also a crafting item, but I can't remember what for, so I'll take them. And money is money. Hello. Aluminium can. Oh, sod it. So. I did have a mod that removes radiation from the water, but I thought that was a bit too far, so I don't have it installed. I thought it was a bit too much. Of course, it was great because you could see all underwater secrets and bits and pieces like that, but, you know. Withdraw combat knife. I'm not going to be using that a lot, so, yeah, that was a bad drop. Yeah, I'm in the water anyway. Not sure if I've actually got any right away or anything like that. Crafting ingredient. Up here is the... beg your pardon? Up here is the classic cash drop. Some of these drops are a bit meh. Damn. Of flower, because I can plant you. Where are you? There you are. And yes, with this zombie mod, if you kill somebody, they can appear as a zombie. They can get back up and start attacking you, so, you know. Advanced, can't do that. Although, I did just level up, didn't I? Right, put it into sneak. Go around Concord because there's no reason to engage the Oh, I didn't actually know that it came up as a thing. Oh well. It's almost like Bethesda don't want you to miss it. And this is one of the story things that I don't like. You know, the whole Minutemen thing. What are you? Clinton? Who's Clinton? 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 So, now would be a good time to... get rid of that. Try. These are actually 50 each, so... Light pipe pistol. Get rid of that. That. Come on. Number 1 or number 2. Anything? No, you're not going to do it, are you? Okay, that's fine. Well, that was daft. Anyway.
Yes.
Gold watch is valuable. Oh, come off it. Junk. Don't need a hammer. Don't need a wrench. Don't need a fan. Bobby pins, yes. Ah, you're the trader with a little girl, excellent. Why have you two not resurrected yet? Maybe the mod... She's pretty certain that I put the mod on to resurrect. Hello, you two. Oh, that would be stealing. Hello.
Hi there.
I know that suit. You're one of those people who lives underground.
Huh? Yeah?
Oh.
Dad, can we leave a light on tonight? I like sleeping with the light on.
Sure thing, baby. I'll watch over you while
Yeah, that's what I mean. Bodies can now resurrect.
Daddy, do you like my dress?
Charlie, you look beautiful. Just like a princess. You need to relax.
Thank you. Right. Beverages, I do have, you know, more than normal. But again, I've got to collect the ingredients for it, and they're not in containers. So, it's a thing. I am going to go to Bedford Station, I believe it's called. Right away. Oof. Overtired from lack of sleep. Oh dear. Right, Nuka-Cola. Caffeine in the veins. That's fine. Right, Bedford Station is where the ghouls are. However, avoid that because, you know, rad roaches and things. However, I've also have the mod that allows you to, you know, pick up the railway rifle from there. However, the caveat is, unless you know, unless I make the perk investment to allow myself to create ammunition, basically, yeah, I've got no bullets for it. Oh, don't want to deal with you. Can't be bothered. Up here. You still following? Yes, you cheeky bugger. Yes, you are. Right. Firearm. Do you have anything? No. Let's visit Trash Can Cola, and I'll have something to eat actually. Still a little peckish. Still a little peckish. Right. Hello.
So what's your story?
Always be sarcastic with her.
Rob me?
Always.
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, beautiful. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
Sure. Let's take a look.
I got a little bit of everything.
Now, Trash Can Cola is an interesting character. She goes to so many settlements that it is worth, you know, flirting with her on the first meeting because she's in so many different places that you actually do end up with a fair bit of a discount from her if you flirt. Welcome beans. Sweet roll, wild meat fruit I don't need. Acid I do need. Cigar box is 15. Yeah, sell that. Some of the junk is actually worth less than its constituent parts, so if you can break the junk down it might be worth it. But gold bars, yeah. 173 per one. So I can certainly buy some things from her now. Got Molotov cocktails, which are always a good thing. Oh, I do have a mod that adds pipe shotguns and other pipe weaponry. Makes them stronger, basically. Do I not have any addictol? No, I don't. Antibiotics, that's the one I do have. Antibiotics, ooh, that cost me a fair chunk of change. Antifreeze bottle. What do you have? Actually, I think that's a bit too expensive. Take my gold bar back. Can is just steel. Do you have any kind of adhesive? Cement, fertilizer. Fertilizer is good. Beer bottle. Duct tape. Gold flip lighter. Gold flip lighter. Yeah, I'll take that. 150. Order watch for 15. Yeah, that'll do. Now, can I walk? Yes, I can. And how much do I have? Right. We had a deal, Trudy is coming up next. So, I've only got the red dress, unfortunately. But I do have pretty high charisma, naturally, so, you know. But just in case, I will assign a Molotov.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. You know what that junk has done to my boy?
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
Okay, okay, just take it easy.
Looks like you got some trouble.
Help.
If I help,
All right. I was gonna pay you.
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hey there.
She's quite ungrateful after you save her life, by the way.
Look, you owe them money.
All right, I'll pay. But you hear that, Wolfgang? You'll get your damn money, but I better not catch you selling chems to my boy again.
Fine by me, Trudy. Your son's broke as shit anyhow.
All right, crisis is over. If you're here to trade, step up to the counter. We're open for business again.
A little lighter in the pockets. I mean, really? Lighter in the pockets versus dying.
Let's see what you have.
It's all worth every cap I'm charging.
She's a bit, yeah, seriously ungrateful. Yeah, she can lose this fight. I mean, obviously they go down, but, you know, point stands. It's not a, that sells for 54, sorry, so I'll sell that. Or bar, sell that. Aluminium and oil. I'd like some adhesive. Cutting fluid, always get the cutting fluid. Liquor bottle, that's fine. Nuka-Cola bottle, that's fine. Don't have any adhesive. Oh dear. Do have 308 rounds though, so I will sell that. Sell my final gold bar. Which will bring me a nice profit. Now speak to him.
We get paid and I don't even gotta shoot nobody. Good job. Here.
I don't need anything.
Just for now, and level up. So, what am I going to use me level up on? I honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Black Widow would be interesting, but I don't think there's any major speech checks coming up. So, perception. Yeah, I'll put a point into perception. And then I will use your special book to increase that to so it can get me lockpicking. Ooh. Now expect to run roaches in here. Yeah, Mum. Ooh, that was embarrassing.
That's it.
There's no music, by the way, because the music is Content ID claimed. Of course it is. The first time I did this, well, I had the issue with the, not even sure what it's called, the glitching in the background. And there's a fusion core. I do have a mod that reduces the weight of ammunition, because I think in survival it's a bit much. But yeah, it doesn't really reduce the weight of fusion cores by that much, unless I've installed the wrong version, which is entirely possible. Right, ooh, there you go. Carrying too much. That's a machete. That's not what I wanted. Right. You do take damage while you are carrying items in this game. You carry too much, I mean. Nuka-Cola bottles. I'm sure I have some. N for Nuka. Yes, I've got 3. I'll put those down. Put the paintbrush down. Handcuffs down. I'm going to pick this up later, so it's fine. Gas canister. I'm going to take this. Going to take this place now. Quick. Behind me. Nope. Ooh, ow. I think he just missed me there. That's probably your first bottom cap mine of the game. Right there. Am I going to break it on another novice? No, I'm not.
Nice.
Right. I am tempted to, especially with places like this that don't have any workbenches, I am admittedly tempted to use the command scrap all, which won't remove the mines that are here, by the way. It will just, you know, scrap all. Right. Which really just saves time. It doesn't make the game any easier. It just saves time. Ooh. And yes, with the mod installed, this is quite a good place to get a lot of loot. Fertilizer, bones, because, you know, let's be honest, it's a post-apocalypse. You're going to use what you've got, which includes bone for bone meal. I'm not going to use that, I actually thought I covered that one. But bone for bone meal. Bone meal can be used for crops. And I don't honestly think that people that leave bodies around, or that are fine living next to skeletons, are really going to care. Same with dead things, it lets you scrap them. Because that's exactly what you would. You're in a survival situation. You wouldn't just leave perfectly good equipment lying around. Or if you do, then you're a bit daft. I wouldn't. Because you can use it for crops, so why would you leave it lying around? Now, I'm sure one of these doors is trapped. Yeah, that is. Hello. Dirty water. 10mm rounds. Quick paintball. A hat. I think we're supposed to believe that he shot himself. Nuka-Cola, that's fine. There's some reason I could have sworn there was another mine in there here. Obviously not. Off. Don't want to get content ID striked. Not that they actually earn any money off YouTube, of course, but you know, I did mention I have a touch of OCD. The touch of OCD meant, you know, not just that quality of that video being a bit dodgy, but the content ID thing did sort of cause me to have a bit of unpleasantness, because it was just stopped there. There's nothing I can do about it. Just there, annoying me. Come on. Arigato. Come on. Thank you. So, what do we have for food? We have a piece of corn. Come on. And a hub flower. I knew we had something else. Wild carrot. You know, carrot is carrot. Blood leaf. Can use these for crafting. And that's it. At the moment, I don't have the necessary perks, so it's not going to be that big. Oh, how... I just spoke about mines. How the hell did I figure it was there? I literally looked this way and said, there are mines there. Oh. God, that wasn't funny. Right. Duct tape. Wood. Nuka-Cola bottle, ashtray. Storage key. Military fatigues. Now, military fatigues are +1 to strength. No, they're +2 to agility and they're way 3, so I'm getting rid of those. Parch from lack of water. Well, I can sort that problem out easy enough. Purified water. Now, does this back storage key open this safe?
Don't think I can pick this.
No, it doesn't. Ah, well. And I've got a couple more Nuka-Cola bottles, don't I? Nuka-Cola bottle. Oh, that's quantum. Right, why am I putting them there? I'm putting them there for the simple reason that they can be used to craft actual Nuka-Cola, so Nuka-Cola is a valuable resource, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it to craft. I'm not going to, you know, waste it. I will, however, fill up the bottles that I've got. So why wouldn't I? Take a cup of tea. It's not Yorkshire Gold, but I don't mind. It's regular Yorkshire tea, so it's still quite strong. Yeah, this does take a while, but it's worth it. A, it can fix your, well, fix your need to or drink, A, and it's 40 hit points. Each water is 40 HP, so I'm not going to turn down 40 health. Radiation free 40 health. Just take time though. And that... Did I get crystal from that? I don't think I did. Copper. I need crystal. Because although I do have the ability to craft... Yeah, I need circuitry and crystal. Right, what I'm going to do is I am going to turn this into a settlement. It's not going to be a big one, however. It is going to be a rather small settlement. Just enough to keep the odd things mined. The odd things mined? The odd resource flowing. Because there is water there and you can use it for water. Come on. Yeah, as long as the bed is undercover, settlers will just accept that it's there, so, you know. I don't intend to put many settlers here, just the odd person. Oh, that was crystal, however. That was circuitry and crystal. Can I now produce a... Not generators, it's in here, isn't it? Ooh. Damn. So I'm on the lookout for circuitry and crystal. I'll put another couple of beds here in here anyway. Go for this bed because they are the smallest bed available. That still counts as a full bed, so... Oh, and a leveled up. I'll save the level up for now. Psycho. What I will do is I am going to go to Bedford Station. There is a railway rifle in Bedford Station, and it's a railway rifle because I put it in. You can normally get it at level 20, but by level 20 you've already got so many better weapons that the railway rifle is completely irrelevant. So I've put it in as a lower tier, so it's always spawned there. It is fairly balanced, you know. It's not a powerful weapon. It's a fairly weak weapon. Well, at level 20, it's a fairly weak weapon. You just... It's heavy, so there is a trade-off there of it being heavy. Just one of those things that I have done. Obviously, if enough people say, I don't like it, and then I'll get rid of it, but, you know. Come on, fill the bottle. Right. I'll take the Nuka-Cola bottles just so nothing weird like despawning happens with them. Oh, is that actually on my property? I doubt that contains crystal. No, it doesn't, but, you know, don't care. You don't contain crystal, do you? No, copper. That's vodka. You certainly don't. Petrol can. Suitcase. No. Right, now that I've slept, I'm up to 95. So, once I've finished in here, I'm going to run back to Sanctuary Hills. Once I've got the... What was that? Or was that just my imagination? Possibly just my imagination. Okay, right. Don't fly. Any more for any more? No, that's fine by me. Yellow trench coat, that's a rare drop. Flaming fungus. I can't remember what the yellow trench coat gives me. Something, but what does the yellow trench coat give me? Charisma and endurance. +5, okay. Hello, person. And of course it's too heavy. Damn. Put the machete in there. Oh, it's still too heavy. I'm gonna... The Vault-Tec armor that I've got, 7 protection, but it fills your leg slots. And that's only 3 protection and 2, so it is balanced, I would argue. Hello, you. Oops. Why did drop it out at the last second? And yeah, headshots are a thing for this. Ooh. That was somebody coming to life. That was you. Dutchman. Oh dear. Come on, Dagdam, you literally just put items away because they were too heavy. Right, run away! Or reload and run away. Bridge? Yeah, Mum. Right, whatever's in here can come out of here and be replaced with the Nuka-Cola boxes. Boxes? Bottles? God. I can speak today. You can also be replaced with the... Where is it? Sugar bombs. Put those away. Yeah, I mean it's 100 damage versus 34 damage, but it's 14 versus 6, and each one of these, each one of its ammo weighs 0, well, because I've modded it, doesn't weigh as much, but still, that's quite a lot. It's a fair amount of damage, fairly inaccurate weapon. Obviously you can fix that, but not without sacrifice you can fix it. My gosh, you scared me. Anything else here? What's that? That's another one, that's fine. But yeah, you can... 100 damage, which is good at this level. Slow fire rate. Really, you can make do with it. Another zombie. Who are you? Hello, Clinton again. Thorn off pipe. Ah, that was that guy from in there. No, I'm not going to help Preston Garvey. He's a Minuteman. I'm British. If you know your history, you know it. The Minutemen weren't exactly kind. But I'm not going to get into that entire argument, otherwise, yeah. I had that conversation in the past and it made Americans very unhappy. Yeah, I've killed John there. Zombie? I don't know who that was. Don't greet the dog. No, I don't want to greet you, thank you. No, no, don't greet the dog. Not greet the dog. Use the weapons workbench instead. Right. Don't go to automatic if you're a rifle user. Short barrel. I mean, it's 14 already, 16, 15, etc. This thing gets heavy and its accuracy, as you can see, is 69. So after 69 meters, or feet, or whatever it is, it goes all the way down to basically worthless. Damage is decreased, so it's not a very good sniper rifle. This is another mod, but of course, as you can see, you actually have to have the requirements to make these. It's not just a case of picking a mod. You actually have to, you know, rank up to get it, which is entirely, I think, is entirely fair. Hardened receiver. Right, what I intended to do was the same thing that everybody really does. Take that, scrap that, and put the muzzle on to there. I'll go to Sanctuary and actually see if I can use some of the stuff at Sanctuary to upgrade that. Shotgun shells. Milk bottles, Nuka-Cola. Can't remember what's in the telephones. Psycho, Mentats, caps. Hot plates are good for circuitry. Right. Last time I came up here, I crashed. So, I'm not going to go up there. Or, I'm going to save before I go up there. As I say, I'm not going to count bugs as deaths. So, if I crash and die, that's not actually a death. That is just, you know... Ooh, come off it. Oh, well... Oh, quick! Ow! I obviously thought I'd already killed you. Ooh. Problem sorted. Now, build rat roach. More rat chunks. Buy steak. Elk ribs. Damage resist. And that is not an in-game hour, that is a full actual hour. So if you ever need a little bit extra damage resistant and you happen to have YOLO, use it. That's an actual hour. Aluminium. Right, now there might be a rad roach that comes out here. Or comes out of somewhere close anyway. Come on. And that's the downside of try not to use VATS in a run like this. I'm not going to say I'm not going to use VATS ever, but I'm going to try to avoid it. I don't normally use VATS as a whole, so... But it does mean I take the occasional knock here and there. And yes, it's a permadeath run, so you'd think I would be more careful, but, you know... It's not something I enjoy. Hello, Carla. You're not the woman I wanted to see, but I am still going to say hello to you. Hello.
Yes?
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
I'll take a
I
look.
certainly am.
Always happy to make us.
I am sure you are. It's reasonable that you will be happy to make a sale. So, you see, even compared to that, range 200, range 119, accuracy 99, accuracy 69, weight 7, weight 14.5, you know. It's balanced for a lower level than it is for a higher one. So, you'll have corn, you have a melon, mute fruit, do you happen to have cake pans of aluminium, by the way? Do you happen to have... No, you don't, and that is fine. So you get a bowler hat. I'll keep the jumpsuit, actually. I'll keep the trench coat because they're rare. Bloatfly meat, get rid of. Stout, get rid of. I know stout and things like that are good for carry weight, but I can't be bothered with that. Although I say this, I'm probably going to regret it later. I will eat my words later, but you know, that's later me's problem. Take one of those back, take two of those back. That is later me's problem, so thanks later me later. Everything in there. Now, what do I have for this? Standard receiver. Did I just level up, by the way? I think I might have. Or close to leveling up anyway. Come on. Thank you. Excellent. So, scrapper. Make scrapping weapons even better. Local leader. Don't know. Since I'm here and I'm level 4, I really should be getting good enough. Hard and powerful receiver, you see that's 20 odd damage. Long light barrel. I'm not getting really any more accuracy for that. Standard magazine. Better ammunition. Standard sights. Any muzzle compensator. So you only need good knock 2 for a suppressor, so pair shot recoil. Leave that as it is. Even with the railway rifle, I don't know why I keep going railway, but you know, you still really can't do a whole heck of a lot with it at the moment. 44 pistol, hardened receiver. This is going to be my, oh hell, it really needs to die now, kill it, please, 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 please die. Gone for a little while. Again, you can't put any legendaries on it. Right, suppressor, light frame. Ooh. I'm already out of adhesive. Pardon me. Do apologise if you heard that. I didn't have as much adhesive as I thought I did. You can sell these mods, by the way. Better quickly check, see whether she actually does have anything that contains either adhesive or crystal or circuitry. That contains crystal. Steel, gold, crystal, 42, and circuitry. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, did you also have adhesive? Did I just see adhesive at the corner of my eye? Not for 2,000. It's a good trade, but I can't actually afford it. So, corn, dirty water, glowing fungus, blood pack, melon, nuke fruit, nuke cherry. I'll keep one Nuka-Cola and one Quantum, because Quantum is, you know, 400 HP. That is good emergency healing. Adwitch meat, get rid of. Thistle, get rid of. And for the moment, I will put away the railway rifle. Just for the moment. I may take it out at a later date, but you know. Scrap the radio, just gives me rubber. Coffee table. Just as before, I am going to just sling some beds down. Those of you who've seen Fallout 4 will know why. A, because I want to sleep, and B, because I'm about to have some questionable guests. And I think we will leave it there, folks. So, yeah, with the mods, if anybody who watches this doesn't like a particular mod or thinks it's a bit odd, I will put a full list of my mods on the ground, and the ground in the description. In the description of the video there will be a full list of mods. You can go through them. As I say, some mods are required for certain things. I've basically done it just to have a bit of an easier time. Not strictly easier, but just to have, you know, just general mods. A couple of them increase difficulty and make it a bit harder, like say especially the synths. You face a lot of synths, face a lot of gunners, so increased plasma damage, increased synth weapon damage, gonna make things harder for me. Especially if you fight someone like the Brotherhood, or you fight someone like gunners or anyone like that. Anybody you can get plasma weapon is going to rip into me. Obviously it means that anybody who uses a legendary weapon, so legendary enemies, also are going to be a threat. So there's going to be a couple of things that I've got to be careful throughout this particular run. On the flip side, I can get, you know, junk a bit easier, and I have a little bit more carry weight because I've got a mod that gives me a backpack, and my, you know, bullets don't weigh as much compared to getting more damage overall. So quality of life versus, you know, damage. Anyway, since I've been recording for about an hour and a half, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'll be putting this out fairly regularly, I imagine. Maybe twice a week or so. I still plan on doing World of Warships, and I still plan on doing Empire at War, getting the Imperial campaign finished off so I can do the Rebellion campaign. Though I may do the Rebellion as a stream. Unsure. Still, thank you for watching. This has been TagDamXD, and au revoir.